guys, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Shanee, and if you're just coming across this channel, we focus on all things fragrance, niche, designer, and affordable fragrances. If that is something that interests you, consider hitting the subscribe button down below. And if you're already a subscriber, don't forget to hit the notification bell that is right next to the subscribe button so that every time I upload a new video to this channel, you won't miss out on it. For today's video, guys, I am super excited to share with you. As you saw in the title, I have some new additions that I added to my collection. I went ahead and I ventured out a little bit to some designer luxury perfumes. So I don't consider these niche. They are designer, but they are at a higher price point than most designer fragrances. So I went ahead and went to my local department store and I picked up two fragrances, guys. So look. Now, the first things first, everyone always asks me, like, how do you afford all these fragrances? Just like I do, I tell you guys the same. Go and sample fragrances, save up for the fragrance you want, and then buy it. Like, it's simple. I budget out my fragrances. I don't just buy on a whim. I have a budget for fragrances. So if you enjoy it, do that as well. But I definitely always recommend sampling fragrances. So the two that I got are from Christian Dior and Louis Vuitton, right? Louis Vuitton, whatever. So I'm gonna go ahead and let you guys know. We're gonna jump right into it because I'm super excited to share them with you. I've been testing both of these fragrances for about a month now. So over on Instagram, if you aren't following me at The Style of Scent, we talk about all things fragrance. I put my scent of the day, all of that there. So if you follow me over on there, you probably saw all these already, but I'm going to go ahead and share them with you. I've already taken them out the packages. Like I said, I've worn them for about a month. The cellophane is off of it and everything like that. So we're gonna jump right into it. Also, they were very kind at the boutiques that I got them from. They gave me samples and everything, so I had samples of numerous fragrances in that line. So we're gonna go ahead and jump right into it. The one that I chose from the exclusive line of Christian Dior is Amber Nuit. Everybody heard, everybody talks about this fragrance in the community of fragrance or fragrance community, whatever you want to call it. This isn't really typical for a normal or for an ordinary fragrance buyer. So like your ordinary person wouldn't smell like this, but if you're familiar with the exclusive line in Christian Dior, you probably will pick this up. So Neiman Marcus, Saks, the boutiques of Dior, they all have, you know, numerous ones. There are a lot of them, and I chose to get the 4.2 ounce bottle of the Amber Nuit. So it is this size, and this one I think it's 6.8, but I got the smaller one just to try it out. So you're probably thinking like 4.2 is a lot, but as you can see, I've been using it quite a bit. Now let me tell you a little bit about this Amber Nuit, right? It has grapefruit, it has bergamot, it has Turkish rose, and it has pink pepper. So when I think about pink pepper, I have a lot of fragrances in my collection behind me that have a lot of pink pepper on it. And then first of all, amber, so it's a little spicy, has a little bit of depth. Perfect. And I'm starting to pick up fragrances. So if you haven't watched my wish list, I'll link it up below of fragrances that I want for the fall. This is one of those. But like I did say, I haven't been wearing it to test it out for about a month. When I've been wearing it right now, because of the particular, we're still in summer technically, at the end of summer, so I have been wearing this at bed when it's raining outside, not in the heat. I wouldn't wear it in the heat. Me personally, I wouldn't. One thing I will say, so I'm going to spray it just so I can familiarize myself with it. It is very bright in the opening, but in the opening, in my opinion, you get that amber and you get the pink pepper, so it is a very bright opening. One thing is definitely focused on the amber. Hello, Amber Nuit, that's what it's called. So it has a lot of depthness in it. Dry, elegant. This is a beautiful scent, guys. This is something a lot of people talk about, and it is rightfully so. It is, to me, it's like a woody lover's dream. So if you love woody fragrances, spicy ones, amber, you're definitely gonna like this. The lasting power on this is to die, okay? So, and I feel like, you know, because it is a pretty penny, I think it was like $220 for this one. I think it's about $200, $220, I can't remember, but you can look it up as well. So for that price, I expect it to last a long time. It's a very sophisticated woodsy fragrance. So if you want to smell spicy and woody and amber and vanilla and the musk, but you want a little sophistication and like a little bit of luxuriousness, if that's a word, this is definitely for you. One thing I love is the packaging. So as you can see, it does have that magnetic cap on it as well. It's just very simple, has the name on the front of it. It's a very see-through bottle, so I can see how much I have. So I have been using it quite a bit. So that is Amber Nuit. I love it. I'll be wearing this all summer. I can see this in a favorites video for years and years to come. I'll definitely repurchase it. Hopefully, if my nose tends to stay the same for maybe about a couple of months or years, I'll definitely purchase it again. This is a night scent, fall scent, winter scent. Love it. I don't know if I would wear it throughout the day. I would have to see. I haven't been wearing it throughout the day, but in the colder months, I'll see if it's something I'll gravitate towards. I'm not too sure right now, but I definitely love it for nighttime, fall, winter. This is definitely a must. I cannot wait to pull this out for the fall this year. Now, when I went to the boutique, as I said, also when it comes in this, so it was very nice. Just comes in a little, I don't want to say cardboard, but I guess it is cardboard. And then, you know, it has all that on the front. So that's how it came. It's a really nice fragrance. And, you know, if you have a department store that sells Christian Dior, go and try it. I would say try it, sample it. Don't just go get it. Unless you know, then if you know your scents, then you know your notes that you like, go ahead and get it. But I got two fragrances from, I got two sample fragrances from them as well. And I thought they were so cute. So the first one is, I think it's called Fèves Délicieuses. I can't pronounce it. I actually didn't look it up, which I should have, but this is something a lot of people rave about as well. I thought this was so cute. So it's like a miniature size of it. This one, I'm telling you guys, this one is something that a lot of YouTubers kind of rave about with fragrance, people in the fragrance community. And then I also got the sample of Oud Rosewood. So I'm going to go ahead and let you guys know what I think about this one first. I'm going to let you all know. And it comes in this little packaging as well, just like the bigger version of the bottle I just showed you of the Amber Nuit. I'm gonna tell you guys something. A lot of people love this. It's supposed to be for like a gourmand lover. I'm gonna tell you, the initial reason why I went into the boutique was to get this one. This was the one I wanted to get, and I ended up getting the other one. So, in my opinion, I know it does have lavender. I do get like cherry a little bit. I get tonka bean. It's supposed to have vanilla, caramel, chocolate, so you can, and it has mint in it as well. I think I did read it has mint. A lot of people like it. It's okay for me. With Fèves Délicieuses, I went and they gave me this sample because I wasn't too wowed about it when I first smelled it. One thing, it is extremely sweet. So I've noticed that in the notes that I like, cherry is something that I'm not really too big of a fan on. Like the Tomwood, Lost Cherry, those particular fragrances that have cherry, I don't really, I wouldn't say I dislike the note, but I kind of haven't grown a nose for it. So it is very powdery. It's a sweet powdery fragrance, point blank period. It is very sweet because it has that praline in it and the caramel and the chocolate and all that in it. It's very sharp with tonka bean. So one thing as well, if you like dark fragrances, this is it. But it is very, very sweet. In my honest opinion, would I buy a full bottle of it? Not right now. Only because I'm not too much into the cherry note of it. It does stand out. Even though the tonka bean does kind of stand out a little bit more, I still get that cherry and it kind of makes me a little nauseous. I'm not too sure why, but not saying it's bad. A lot of people like it. Just right now, I'm not 100% into it. I have to test it out a lot. You can see I've kind of used it, just a little bit of it, but I'm going to keep playing with it all winter, and then maybe it'll be on the wish list one day, but I'm not sure about that right now. Okay, so the next one, I'm just going to let you guys know, I got this, they did give me a sample, like I said, of the Rose Oud Wood. So it just comes in this little sample decanter. I always sample before I buy. So I like that one as well. When I went to the boutique and sampled it, but I asked her for a sample so I can go home and make my mind up. I don't like to buy it on the whim if I'm not too sure about it, okay? So just like I do, I tell you guys as well. Now one thing, this is a jam fragrance. So let me spray it on myself first, just to get familiar with it. Oud, it's a Oud Rose. Oud Rose, sandalwood, and I think it has raspberry in it, so I think that's kind of a good compliment within the fragrance as well. It does open up very smoky, of kind of like leather, or that's that oud that you're getting primarily, but it does dry down with that raspberry. So you think of like a punch of oud, dry down of the fruit, but not like I always say, like not the immature fruit like strawberries, but like the sexy fruit like raspberries. I love those particular fruits. The oud kind of reminds me of a little bit of tobacco. It has that spicy note to it, but I kind of like it. I'm starting to get into my oud fragrances, so it is something that I feel like if you are an intro to oud, I wouldn't recommend this because it might be a little bit overpowering for you. But as you start getting to the intermediate of it, or even, you know, because this isn't an expert, I feel like expert oud is totally different. Intermediate / almost kind of over beginner is fine. It does give you that leather and does give you tobacco, so it is good. I wouldn't say I'll buy it just yet. So this one in the Fève Delicieuses, not just yet, still sampling, but I am very satisfied with the Amber Nuit from this Christian Dior L'Exclusive line. So those are the ones I got from Christian Dior. So let's move on to the ones I got from Louis Vuitton. The ones I picked up from Louis Vuitton, so I picked up one as well, and then I received two additional samples of fragrances from their L'Exclusive line. I actually went into a Louis Vuitton store to get this. I haven't seen it anywhere besides the Louis Vuitton boutiques. So the one I got, I hope I don't butcher it. I think it's Le Trape Reeves. I love this. I actually saw this fragrance mentioned by, I think her name is Aaliyah's Face, or it's Brie on here as well. I can't remember. I think it was Aaliyah's Face though, if I don't mistake. I'm sorry. I'll link her channel below. I think it was her who mentioned this. And when I saw it, I was like, honestly, I was like, oh, I just like the packaging. That was the first initial thing. So I went into the store to see if I liked it. Blown away. So this is the packaging. This is how it comes. It has the LV on the bottom of it. When you open it up, it does have the gold at the bottom, and as you can see, kind of been spraying it as well. So that's that month worth of spray I was telling you guys about. I love this, right? So at the top, it has the Louis Vuitton emblem on it, and it has the name right there. This is a, I'm not too sure of how many fluid. Oh, this is 3.4 fluid ounces. I didn't have anything smaller than this, and it's definitely worth that. So I do like as well that it does have the magnetic on it. I thought, let me just tell you what I thought. So you see this part here, when I first got it, I was like, oh, it's probably gonna come out like a cork. It doesn't. It's just the top right here, and this part is just a sprayer. This right here, guys, I'm telling you, this is the most non-childish rose scent I have. And one thing as well, right, because my parents, they don't really care about fragrances. They're not into that. When I smell this or spray this, my mother loves it. So with this, right, oh, and the trape, I think is, I hope I'm saying it right, the meaning of the particular words means dream catcher. And if you know me, I love dream catchers. I have them everywhere. It doesn't really matter. That's not why I bought the fragrance, but I just want to let you know that that's what it means. Bergamot, ginger, lychee, rose, and I think it has patchouli in it. I kind of get that patchouli, but the first thing I get is the Turkish rose. I think it has peony in it as well. But the bergamot, the rose, the Turkish rose, and the peony, that's what stands out to me when I first smell this fragrance. I don't want to spray too much because I don't want to waste it. But that atomizer is good as well. I don't really get too much. I get the bergamot. I don't get the patchouli, so I take that back. I don't really get too much of the patchouli, maybe because it's kind of overpowering it with the rose note, but that's particularly fine. I don't really care. You know, I'm more of a vetiver girl anywhere than a patchouli, but okay, whatever. It's definitely a more refined rose scent, definitely. So I kind of think as well, right? This to me, let me know if you think about this. This is a more classy, sophisticated, luxury version of La Vie est Belle. That is what I get when I smell this and smell the other one. The other one, of course, is more sweet. The La Vie est Belle is more sweet, but this is like a more sophisticated version of it with more of the rose into it. This definitely will make you stand out. There's definitely a standout rose smell, and I don't think anybody will smell like you who has this on. The longevity for me, 9 out of 10. It lingers all day long, especially if I put it on my clothes. I cannot get it out. I'm telling you that right now. This is a stunning fragrance. I definitely was not disappointed when I bought it. At first, I was looking at the price point. I'm like, I don't really know. I have Louis Vuitton bags. I wasn't too sure about the fragrances. So I went in, tried all of them. I actually left the store. I didn't buy it right there. I smelled it, got a sample of it, walked out, went to my car, went to another mall, came back and bought it. So I did, it was love at first sniff, but I wanted to sample it. But when I went to that other mall and kept smelling myself, I said, oh yeah, I gotta go back and get it. And so I did. So this one is definitely one that I think that everyone should sample to see if you like it. But it is also a heavy price point for a fragrance, so I can understand people who are saying nah. But for me, because I love to collect fragrances, this is something, a rose scent, that I definitely can see myself wearing all year round, all the time fragrance for me. The next one I'm going to share with you guys, I got 2 other samples from Louis Vuitton. So I'm going to share with you guys the picture of how it looked like. They wrapped it and everything. It was so nice. I really appreciated that at the boutique. I got Roses de Vince, and I got Les Sable Roses. So all of mine are rose scents. I'm not too sure why, but that's what they gave me. All right, so let's go into Rose de Vince. I'm gonna keep it short and simple. Rose de Vince for me, let's spray. I don't want to make this video too long, but okay. I had to remind myself, because I tried to wear them. As you can see, I wore this one a little bit just to get the feel of it for the month. It does have rose, cedar, iris, and some spices, because I get that spice. It's a spicy rose scent in my opinion. I will say that it's beautiful. I will say that it's elegant. Is it something to wow about? No, in my opinion. I wouldn't add this to my collection, but I would say it's a nice scent. This is enough for me. It's an effortless, it's a classy, it's a luxurious rose in my opinion. It's not really too original. It just has a bright floral scent that dries down with some spices. So it's not really anything to wow about for me. But hey, if you like iris, cedar, spices, rose, you might like this. I would consider this to be like an oriental floral in my opinion. So it's a good scent. Nothing to wow home about, but I do like it or enjoy it. And if I want a spicy rose, I'll throw it on, you know. So the next one I have is Les Sable Roses. As you can see probably by the packaging, I've sprayed it a little bit as well, and I can smell this one straight out the decanter. When I looked it up, it does have saffron, rose, pink pepper, and oud. It's something else I'm missing, but those are the primary. This is an oud rose fragrance. So unlike the other one where it had like the spices and the cedar in it and the iris and the rose was more predominant in my opinion in the Rose de Vince. But in the Les Sable Roses, this one I can see like the oudness, the saffron, so there's a little bit more heavy of a rose fragrance. Let me tell you what I thought about. So this to me smells like warm water that roses have soaked in. I don't know why, but that's what it smells like. If you ever soaked roses in warm water, which you probably haven't, that's what it kind of smells like to me. Like warm water that roses have been laying in or soaked in for a long period of time. It is definitely a skin scent on me. After I spray it, maybe about an hour or 2, it turns into a skin scent for me. It wasn't nothing to write home about, and for this price point, I wouldn't necessarily put it on my skin. The chemistry of my skin is not really good with this. It might be wonderful for you, so definitely go out and sample it. These are just my opinions. This is just how it acts with my skin. It didn't project on me. I love it. The smell out of here, when you initially smell the decanter, it smells wonderful, but it just didn't project on me. I was kind of upset about that, but I do smell it, or I do like it when I spray it on my skin, but it just didn't project. And for the price point, like I say, I'm not going to spend $200 or something for something that's not going to project or work with my body chemistry. So that's literally all I had on it. I was kind of disappointed, like I said, about it. So other than that, it is a very good scent. It just didn't deliver as far as the chemistry of my body. So those are the 3 that I got from Louis Vuitton, and then I got 3 from 2 and 2. So I got 2 samples from Louis Vuitton, 2 samples from Christian Dior. I bought one from Christian Dior and I bought one from Louis Vuitton. So those are the ones that I added that are designer, that are luxury price point in my collection. Thank you guys so much for watching today's video as I spoke to you about the new additions that I added to my collection from Christian Dior and Louis Vuitton. If you have any from this exclusive line that you like, please let me know in the comments section down below. I would love to hear about them. Also, if you like the content that I gave to you today, please hit the like button down below. And also, don't forget to subscribe to this channel and follow me over on the Style of Scents on Instagram. And until the next video, guys, bye.